Hi everyone, this is part 2 of my top 10 best black dresses in film video. If you want to get a better understanding of what I'm going to be talking about today, I recommend you watch part 1, but you don't really have to. Here's a recap of the criteria I'm basing the dresses off, and let's go! Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, is the second installment in the prequel trilogy of the iconic Star Wars saga. Directed by George Lucas and released in 2002, the movie is set 10 years after the event of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The galaxy is on the brink of turmoil. With the political unrest and threat of war looming, the Jedi Order is tasked with maintaining the peace. Anakin Skywalker, played by Hayden Christensen, is now a Jedi Padawan and is assigned to protect Senator Padme Amidala, played by Natalie Portman, after an assassination attempt on her life. Anakin and Padme's feelings for one another begin to grow, despite the Jedi Order's prohibition on emotional attachments. Now, this is a scene right after Anakin and Padme had a romantic day together, and Padme wears this dress where Anakin is fully expressing his feelings towards her, and those feelings are, well, intense.
The moment I met you, all those years ago, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought of you. And now that I'm with you again, I'm in agony. The closer I get to you, the worse it gets. The thought of not being with you, I can't breathe. I'm haunted by the kiss that you should never have given me. My heart is beating, hoping that kiss will not become a scar. You are in my very soul, tormenting me. What can I do? I will do anything that you ask.
At first, Padme rejects his advances, saying how, "I will not give in to this, and we would be living a lie," but by the end of the film, they end up having this secret wedding. If you didn't know, George Lucas actually designed this dress himself. And once Anakin is turned into the dark side, he force chokes Padme. And what is the main design of this dress? The tight, glittery scarf around her neck. So, considering the fact that the literal creator of Star Wars designed this dress, I don't think it's a stretch to say that this dress foreshadows Padme and Anakin's rocky relationship and her inevitable death. I can totally see a variation of this dress being worn by a celebrity, whether it be in 2023 and 2013, but without the scarf or the glittery headband in order to make it less Star Warsy. I feel that more than anything, people could wear this dress as a Halloween costume. All you have to do is have a long black skirt with a tight corset and matching gloves, and a glittery black scarf, and bam, you're a sexy senator from Naboo. I can picture myself wearing this dress if I ever become famous and have to walk on the red carpet, but other than that specific scenario, I can't envision myself wearing this dress. But it's so iconic, and it's Star Wars. How could I not put it? Remember earlier in the video when I gave a criteria for the dresses that would be in this list? Well, Elvira is sort of the exception to that rule. Can I see somebody in 2023 wear a prop dagger around their waist? No. Could I see somebody wear this in 2013? No. Would I personally wear this dress? No. Does this dress have to do with the plot? Yes. I chose Elvira because, regardless of all the criteria, I see her as a remarkable icon that should be on this list. Elvira is a fictional character who is the hostess of a late-night horror movie television show, Elvira's Movie Macabre, that was aired in the 80s. In 1988, the actress Cassandra Patterson got full ownership of her character and created the movie Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. In this film, Elvira gets the news that her great aunt Morgana has passed away, so she travels to the conservative and small-minded town of Falwell, Massachusetts for the reading of her aunt's will. Upon arriving, Elvira becomes the target of judgment and scrutiny of the townsfolk who disapprove of her appearance and lifestyle. She also discovers that her aunt has left her a creepy old house, her pet poodle, an Alokin, and a mysterious old book. Now that you know who is Elvira and a little bit about her film, you can see how her costuming does move the plot. Her wardrobe makes her stick out like a sore thumb. Not only is she the only one in the town who wears black, but the way she accessorizes elevates her look and makes her immediately eye-catching. In every shot of the film, she is the main focus because of the stark contrast between her and the world around her. Elvira is the ultimate definition of being unapologetically yourself, and for that, I admire her, and she's number 3 on this list. The Addams Family and The Addams Family Values, directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, were released in 1999 and 1993 respectively. The plot centers around the arrival of Uncle Fester, played by Christopher Lloyd, who had been missing for many years but suddenly reappears. However, the family suspects that Fester might be an imposter. The family lawyer named Tully Alford, played by Dan Hedaya, alongside with Abigail, played by Elizabeth Wilson, come up with a plan to steal the Addams family fortune. Despite the various challenges and conflicts, the film ultimately emphasizes the importance of family bonds, showcasing the love and acceptance between the kooky Addams clan. The sequel continues the misadventures of the Addams family. The film introduces a new character, a cunning and devious nanny named Debbie Jelinski, played by Joan Kozak, who also wishes to get her hands on the Addams fortune, but through ulterior motives. Meanwhile, Wednesday, played by Christina Ricci, and Pugsley, played by Jimmy Workman, are sent to a summer camp where they struggle to fit into their peculiar behavior. Both films celebrate the eccentricity and uniqueness of the Addams family, while proving a darkly comedic take on the theme of embracing one's individuality in a world that often values conformity. The Addams Family films from the 90s will always have a special place in my heart. And when I was first making this list, Morticia was the first person that I thought of. And while her dress really does not have to do much with the plot of the story, it serves as an introduction for the characters. Morticia is the matriarch of the family, and her values are essentially her family's values. And you can clearly see her values through this dress, hence her family. This black witchy dress is much more elegant than the others. It's not as conservative as Nancy's, but much so than Elvira's. And I believe it's the detailed stitching and the literal silver pieces that are stitched into this dress that elevates it into a more classy category. Yes, I would wear this dress as a celebrity walking down the carpet in 2023, but I don't think that in 2013 we would see this dress even in the red carpet. However, this is a classic cinematic dress, in my opinion. That's why I had to put it there. Because I mentioned Elvira and Morticia, it's only fair that I mention Vampira. The actress, Maile Anurumi, was the first late-night horror movie hostess. Her show, The Vampira Show, ran from 1954 to 1955. She created her look loosely based on the matriarch of the Addams family. In 1950s, the Addams family characters still didn't have any names. Essentially, she was the sexy version of who we know today as Morticia. However, if it wouldn't be for the Vampira Show, we wouldn't have the Morticia that we know today, since Charles Addams decided to name the characters for their television premiere in 1960, and that version of Morticia took inspiration from Vampira regarding her sex appeal. Morticia and Gomez were the first couple in TV to even suggest that they had sex, and if it weren't for Vampira, we most certainly wouldn't have Elvira. Breakfast at Tiffany's is a classic 1969 romantic comedy drama film directed by Blake Edward and based on the Truman Capote's novella of the same name. The film follows the story of Holly Golightly, played by Audrey Hepburn, a charming but enigmatic young woman living in New York City. The story is narrated by a struggling writer named Paul Vaillark, played by George Peppard, who moves into an apartment next to Holly. As Paul gets to know Holly, he learns about her dreams of marrying a rich man and living a life of luxury, which she hopes to achieve by courting a wealthy Brazilian man named Jose, played by José Luis de Villagogna. However, Paul realizes that Holly's facade hides a vulnerable and complex personality. The film explores the themes of love, identity, and the pursuit of happiness in a materialistic society. Audrey Hepburn is a legend, and this look is actually a definition of iconic, okay? So when I was researching for making this list, it was really hard to find a list that it was just black dresses in cinema. However, I found a ton of articles that was like best cinematic dresses of all time. And Audrey Hepburn's Holly from Breakfast at Tiffany's was in every single one of them. The dress itself is very simple, but as I've been mentioning throughout this video, how we style the dress is how the dress is perceived. Even though this dress doesn't contribute much to the plot of the film, it served as an introduction to who is Holly. This dress is worn for the first time in the opening scene where we see Holly walking around New York and having breakfast in front of the Tiffany store, hence the title of the movie. And in this introductory scene / in this dress, we see what Holly's values are. The dress is styled with matching black gloves and pearl jewelry, and her hair is put in a sophisticated bun with a silver hair clip that resembles a small tiara. Even if you haven't seen the film, you can interpret just by looking at her that she values luxury. In the film, Holly hints at her mysterious past and how she wishes to escape it by marrying a rich man. She believes that by marrying rich, she will gain financial independence, freedom, and she will be afforded to live the luxurious lifestyle that she wants. I can totally see this dress being worn in 2023 just without the gloves, but definitely with the pearls and the same hairdo. And even though 2013 gave us a lot of fashion crimes, I can still see this dress or a variation of this dress being worn there. And as much as I appreciate how iconic this is and how this dress really helped people sell little black dresses at the end, like this is the staple dress of what is known as a little black dress, which Modern Girls has a video on it. It's a long history that kind of goes back to like War World 1, I believe. Anyway, as much as I appreciate this film and this look, I wouldn't wear it. It's too conservative, and I usually like wearing my hair down. I am sorry for the audio. There's somebody with a whistle outside my window, and I don't know what's going on outside, but there's a whistle, and I'm filming. Anyways, cue outro of the video. Thank you for making it this long into the video. Now, before I let you go, I have a question for you. Did you notice any commonality between the films and the actresses wearing these dresses? They're all white women. They're all Western movies. I am still pretty new to the world of film, and I'm not as film literate as I would like to be. And also, I want to diversify the media I consume. So if you have any recommendations for films, please let me know. If you have any recommendations for international films, please let me know. And if you think that there is a non-white woman that deserves to be on this list, please, please, please mention in the comments, DM me. I will really want to watch more films. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.